On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Historic.
Famous or significant in history, or potentially so.
Examples:
Historic accomplishment. Achieve the historic feat. The Chinese people have accomplished several historic feats.
Divide.
To separate or cause to separate into parts or groups.
Examples:
Divide the cake into 2 pieces. Divide money equally. Can you divide 123,321 by 11?
Complexity.
The state or quality of being complicated or intricate and difficult to understand.
Examples:
Cognitive complexity. Complexity theory. The project's complexity made it difficult for the team to complete it on time.
Crystal.
A solid material with many even sides that is formed naturally when the substance becomes solid and has a highly regular atomic structure. Clear and colorless glass made of almost pure silica.
Examples:
Liquid crystal. Crystal analyses. A vast crystal chandelier glittered brightly above us.
Blur.
A faint or indistinct image or sound, something that is not clear or distinct. Verb, to become unclear, to lose clear vision.
Examples:
Blur image. Motion blur. The camera's focus was off, and the image was a blur of colors and shapes.
Distinction.
A difference or contrast between similar things or people.
Examples:
Important distinction. Draw a distinction. I can't see any distinction between these two concepts.
Continuum.
A series of similar items in which no part or portion is distinct or distinguishable from adjacent parts.
Examples:
A space-time continuum. The continuum of events. Our life is a continuum of experience in which events pass from the future through the present to the past.
Virus.
A tiny infectious organic material that causes disease in people, animals, and plants.
Examples:
Spread of the virus. A strain of virus. An infected person in the hospital will likely pass the virus to others.
Simplistic.
Oversimplified or lacking in complexity or depth, characterized by an attempt to explain something complex or multifaceted with overly vague or simple terms.
Examples:
Simplistic approach. Simplistic design. The politician's solution to the problem was too simplistic to solve the underlying issue.
Satisfy.
To make somebody pleased by giving them what they want or need.
Examples:
Satisfy a desire. Satisfy a user's needs. Did this response satisfy your request?
Requirement.
Something that is needed or wanted.
Examples:
Meet requirement. School requirement. What is the entry requirement for this course?
Characteristic.
A typical feature or quality that can identify, tell apart, or describe something or somebody.
Examples:
Stripes characteristic of the zebra. My friend's characteristic laugh. Bananas have their characteristic taste and odor.
Parasite.
An organism that lives on or in another organism and benefits by deriving nutrients at the other's expense.
Examples:
Blood-sucking parasite. Parasite disease. Tapeworms are parasites that live in the intestines of humans and animals.
Reproduce.
To make a copy of something such as a picture, piece of text, music, etc., to produce offspring through a sexual or asexual process.
Examples:
Reproduce the painting. Reproduce by myself. By dividing and creating copies of themselves, bacteria reproduce.
Evolve.
To develop gradually, or to cause the development of something or someone gradually.
Examples:
Evolve. Evolve over the past decade. Eyeless fish evolved in dark caves.
Experiment.
The scientific test conducted to observe what happens and gain new knowledge.
Examples:
Experiment design. Series of experiments. His experiments showed highly positive results.
Spectrum.
An ordered array of colors into which a light beam can be split.
Examples:
A broad spectrum of opinion. Infrared spectrum. This device displayed the speech spectrum spectrographically.
Chemical.
Relating to or connected with chemistry.
Examples:
Toxic chemicals. A chemical compound. The firm has grown into a large chemical manufacturing.
Laboratory.
A workplace for doing scientific research or teaching science, a lab.
Examples:
Laboratory accident. Anthropology laboratory. Animal protection groups call for an end to animal testing in a laboratory.
Ingredient.
One of the things used to make something, especially one of the foods used to make a particular dish.
Examples:
Secret ingredients. Compound the ingredients. Greed is the primary ingredient in the making of criminals.
Structure.
The way of construction of something and the arrangement of its parts, or a complex thing constructed of many parts.
Examples:
The structure of a machine. Structure and function of the brain. The organizational structure of startups is often flat and straightforward.
Artificial.
Not natural and made by human beings, not real, but produced to resemble something.
Examples:
Artificial flowers. Artificial environment. The artificial intelligence system has revolutionized the way we live and work.
Distinguish.
To notice or understand the difference between two people or things.
Examples:
Distinguish these two things. Distinguish man from the other animals. This study distinguished 4 different ways to run a business.
Environment.
The natural world such as air, water, and land in which humans, animals, and plants live.
Examples:
Environment affairs. Chaotic environment. Every human is responsible for taking care of the Earth's environment.
Metabolism.
The set of chemical reactions in cells or organisms that are necessary for life sustaining.
Examples:
Metabolism enzyme. Hemoglobin metabolism. Better sleep leads to increased metabolism.
Process.
A series of actions or operations performed to achieve a particular outcome or goal. A systematic procedure or approach used to accomplish a specific task or objective. A method of treating milk to make it suitable for consumption or use in other dairy products.
Examples:
Process improvement. Decision-making process. The process for applying for a visa can be lengthy and complicated.
Convert.
To turn something into a different form, to transform.
Examples:
Convert fat into energy. Convert base 10 to base 16. I want to convert my sadness into strength.
Maintain.
To continue to uphold or sustain, to keep in a particular state or condition, to assert or declare something to be true.
Examples:
Maintain order. Maintain good health. I need to maintain my car regularly to prevent any major mechanical issues.
Inherit.
To receive money, property, or a title from someone after they have died.
Examples:
Inherit estate. Inherit ancestral property. After his death, his sons inherited his business.
Humming.
Producing a continuous, low, vibrating sound like that of the bee.
Examples:
Humming sound. Hummingbird. The humming of the bees filled the air as she walked through the garden.
Genome.
The complete set or sequence of genes of a human, animal, plant, or other living things.
Examples:
Sequencing of the human genome. Genome analyses. The human genome contains approximately 3 billion chemical base pairs.
Offspring.
Descendant, any immature animal or plant.
Examples:
Female offspring. Produce offspring. How many offspring does the average lion have?
Replicate.
To make an exact copy of something, to repeat a process or experiment to confirm the results.
Examples:
Replicate the cell. Replicate data. The experiment was replicated several times to ensure accuracy.
Lifelike.
Resembling or appearing similar to something alive or real, often realistically or vividly, convincing or authentic in appearance or behavior.
Examples:
Lifelike painting. Lifelike animation. The artist created a lifelike sculpture of a famous politician for the town square.
Lab.
A workplace for the conduct of scientific research, a laboratory.
Examples:
Lab instrument. Medical lab. The Prime Minister will pay a courtesy visit to the Nobel laureate's lab.
Prototype.
A first or preliminary example of something such as a device or vehicle from which other forms are developed.
Examples:
Complete a prototype product. Early prototype. The flying car is presently in the prototype stage.
Primitive.
Of or relating to an early stage of society with no industry or technological development, simple, naive, or old-fashioned in style.
Examples:
Primitive society. Artifact of a primitive humankind. The industry in this country is still primitive.
Molecule.
A group of two or more atoms held together by attractive forces known as chemical bonds.
Examples:
Small molecules. Molecule behavior. The shape of the DNA molecule is a double helix.
Drastic.
Radical and extreme, likely to have a significant or far-reaching impact.
Examples:
Drastic measures. Make drastic revision. The global community is undergoing drastic changes at present.
Reduction.
A decrease in size, amount, or degree.
Examples:
Reduction strategy. A gradual reduction. The reduction in carbon emissions has been significant since the implementation of the new policy.
Quotation.
A group of words taken from a text or speech and repeated by someone other than the original author or speaker.
Examples.
Double quotation marks. Take a quotation. He included a quotation from the book in his essay.
Synthetic.
Made by combining chemical substances as opposed to being naturally occurring.
Examples.
Synthetic fiber. Synthetic fertilizer. Synthetic diamonds play an essential role as machine tool blades.
Biology.
The scientific study of life and the natural processes of living things.
Examples.
Evolutionary biology. Cell and molecular biology. In junior high school, we had to dissect a frog in biology class.
Synthesis.
The combination of components or elements to form a more complex whole. The creation of something new through combining parts or elements.
Examples.
Synthesis of ammonia. Protein synthesis inhibitor. The chemical synthesis of the new drug was a breakthrough in medical research.
Sensational.
Extremely or remarkably good, causing great public interest or excitement.
Examples.
Sensational crime. Sensational news. The performance was sensational, with standing ovations throughout.
Discovery.
The act or process of finding information, a place, or an object, or learning about something that was previously not known.
Examples.
A scientific discovery. The great discovery of the century. Her research team made an important discovery.
Associate.
To mentally connect someone or something with someone or something else.
Examples.
Associate alcohol with gambling. Associate with people widely. The majority of consumers associate this brand with quality.
Probable.
Likely to happen or likely to be true.
Examples.
Probable outcome. Probable cause of a fire. It seems probable that he has forgotten our scheduled meeting.
Evolution.
A gradual process of transformation of living things.
Examples.
Human evolution. Evolution theory. They study the evolution of the universe.
Dawn.
The time of day when the sun's light starts to show in the sky.
Examples.
The wan light of dawn. Crack of dawn. Missile assaults on the capital continued around dawn.
Consist.
To be composed or made up of.
Examples:
Consist mainly of cells. Consist only in knowing facts. This examination consists of 5 problems to solve.
Intermediate.
Situated between 2 locations, things, states, etc., around the middle of a scale of evaluation.
Examples:
Intermediate sanction. Intermediate level. Purple is intermediate between blue and red.
Inorganic.
Being or consisting of non-living stuff, chemical compounds that contain no or only trace amounts of carbon.
Examples:
Inorganic acid. Inorganic nutrition. Inorganic substances include rocks and minerals.
Organic.
Pertaining to or derived from biological substance, producing plants and animals for food and other items without the use of synthetic chemicals.
Examples:
Organic soils. Eat organic food. Kidney is an organic component of the body.
Possess.
To have or own something or to have as an attribute, knowledge, skill, etc.
Examples:
Possess a basic knowledge. Possess divine powers. He possesses a good sense of humor.
Rudimentary.
Relating to basic facts or principles, fundamental.
Examples:
A rudimentary plant. Rudimentary understanding. He has only a rudimentary knowledge of this topic.
Attribute.
To say or regard that something is the result of a particular thing, noun, a quality or feature that someone or something possesses.
Examples:
Attribute the change to their marriage. Attribute directly to sales. He attributes the disappointing results to the economic downturn.
Discuss.
To talk about or examine in detail, through conversation or debate, to exchange ideas, opinions, or information on a particular topic.
Examples:
Discuss options. Discuss solutions. We need to discuss the next steps for the project during our meeting tomorrow.
Develop.
To grow or expand, to improve or refine through a process of progress and refinement, often to achieve greater sophistication or complexity, to elaborate or add detail to something that is in the process of being created.
Examples:
Develop a strategy. Develop a skill. We must develop a new system to streamline our workflow and increase efficiency.
Evolutionary.
Relating to or denoting how living things develop or change from earlier forms.
Examples:
Ecology and evolutionary biology. The evolutionary process. Evolutionary algorithms can find ways to optimize that humans do not anticipate.
Assembly.
A group of people who have been elected, especially one that meets regularly and makes decisions or laws for a specific region or country.
Examples:
Assembly line, assembly hall. This company's assembly plant is an enormous facility.
Tube.
A cylindrical container of metal, plastic, glass, etc., usually sealed and used as a means of preserving food or chemicals, a hollow cylindrical shape.
Examples:
A capillary tube, a glass tube. The tube train was packed with commuters during rush hour.
Membrane.
A soft, thin layer that forms animal or vegetable tissue.
Examples:
Cell membranes, nuclear membrane. Loud noises might harm the fragile ear membrane.
Morphology.
The study of the form and structure of plants, animals, and other organisms. The study of the alteration of word forms as they change from one part of speech to another.
Examples:
Morphology of a language, cellular morphology. The morphology of rocks can reveal clues about their geological history.
Functional.
Designed for or capable of a particular activity, purpose, or task, practical or ready for use or service.
Examples:
Field of functional medicine, functional deafness. The mobile phone was still functional even after being dropped.
Likewise.
In the same way.
Examples:
Do likewise. Please revise likewise. He is tall and likewise strong.
Droplet.
A small drop of liquid.
Examples:
Droplet size, droplet formation. A single droplet of water can reflect the entire world upside down.
Organism.
A tiny living thing.
Examples:
Aerobic organism, group of organisms. A diversified plant species generally enhances beneficial organism populations.
Architecture.
The art and science of designing and constructing buildings.
Examples:
Architecture design, classic architecture. The city is known for its impressive architecture and beautiful old buildings.
Aspect.
One part or feature of a situation, problem, subject, etc.
Examples:
Non-technical aspects of the job. Aspects of social, political, and economic life. His professional experience includes all aspects of media production.
Clay.
A natural, earthy material that is made up of very small particles of minerals and can be molded when wet and then fired to produce ceramics.
Examples:
Clay animation, soft clay ground. The sculptor carefully molded the clay into the desired shape.
Montmorillonite.
A soft clay mineral belonging to the group of smectite minerals, named after the town of Montmorillon in France, where it was first discovered, known for its ability to swell and retain water, as well as its use in ceramics and the oil drilling industry.
Examples:
Montmorillonite clay, sodium montmorillonite. The montmorillonite content in the soil sample was analyzed to assess its suitability for agricultural use.
Relative.
Considered and evaluated through comparison with something else.
Examples:
A remote relative. Relative factors. Most countries prohibit sexual activity between certain close relatives.
Organ.
A part of the body of an animal or plant that has a particular purpose and performs a specific job.
Examples:
Organ bleeding. Damage to internal organs. These infections have the potential to impact practically every organ system.
Formation.
The way something is created naturally, or the way it has been arranged.
Examples:
A rock formation. Formation flight. Character formation is one of the goals of education.
Boundary.
A real or imaginary line that marks the limit or extent of something and separates it from other things or places.
Examples:
Geographical boundary. The boundary between reality and fantasy. He wandered the boundary between life and death by gunfire.
Liquid.
A substance such as water or oil that flows freely and is neither a solid nor a gas.
Examples:
Colorless liquid. Hazardous liquid. The sponge takes up the liquid well.
Micrograph.
A photograph or image that has been taken through a microscope or magnifying lens, typically used for scientific or medical purposes.
Examples:
Micrograph image. High-resolution micrograph. The micrograph of the cell shows detailed structures that the naked eye cannot see.
Attach.
To fasten, join, or connect one thing to another.
Examples:
Attach firmly. Attach a file to an email. He does not attach importance to these rumors.
Confuse.
To mistake one thing for another, to make somebody hard to understand.
Examples:
Confuse the listener. Confuse fantasy with reality. Her remarks confused the debate.
Lifeless.
Without life, dead.
Examples:
Fall lifeless. A lifeless corpse. The plant had a lifeless appearance, indicating that it was not getting enough water.
Harvest.
Yields of plants in a single growing season, the period of the year when gathering occurs on a farm.
Examples:
A scanty harvest. Reap a harvest. During harvest, farmers are incredibly busy.
Dynamic.
Having a lot of energy, ideas, and enthusiasm and a strong personality, of or relating to dynamics, equals the branch of physics and engineering concerned with the forces that cause motions of bodies.
Examples:
A dynamic market. Dynamic person. The sprinter has a dynamic way of running.
Moving.
Causing strong emotions or feelings, especially sadness or sympathy.
Examples:
Moving experience. Moving ceremony. His moving speech about his struggles with addiction brought tears to the audience's eyes.
Movement.
A group of people working together to achieve a shared goal, especially a political, social, or artistic one, the process of moving or being moved, physically or figuratively.
Examples:
A circular movement. Movement of troops. The movement of the dancers on stage was graceful and elegant.
Explore.
To travel to or penetrate an area or a country to learn about it, to thoroughly examine a subject or a possibility to learn more about it.
Examples:
Explore the world. Explore our options. The management must explore strategies to increase office security.
Remodel.
To change the structure or form of something.
Examples:
Remodel the car. Remodel portfolio. We are remodeling these rooms now.
Preserve.
To keep or maintain a particular quality, feature, etc., especially to prevent it from decaying, being damaged, or being destroyed.
Examples:
Preserve my strength. Preserve a country's heritage. They worked hard to preserve the nature of their native lands.
Encounter.
To face something, particularly something unpleasant or difficult, while attempting to do something else, to meet, especially unexpectedly.
Examples:
Encounter a crisis. Encounter a storm. I'm prepared to encounter challenges throughout this adventure.
Reconfigure.
To change the configuration or arrangement of something, often to improve its performance or functionality.
Examples:
Reconfigure the network. Reconfigure the operating system. We need to reconfigure the office layout to use the space better.
Concentration.
The ability to focus all your time and energy on one thing without thinking about anything else.
Examples:
concentration of armaments. His research area of concentration. This exam requires excellent concentration to pass.
Sustain.
To supply enough of what somebody or something needs in order to survive or exist, to accept as valid.
Examples:
sustain a good relationship with him. Sustain a wellness lifestyle. She struggled to sustain the children's reading habits.
Brain.
The organ inside the head that is responsible for one's movement, thought, memory, and feeling.
Examples:
basic brain function. Permanent brain damage. X-rays revealed a small tumor in his brain.
Neural.
Of or relating to a nerve or the nervous system that includes the brain.
Examples:
neural stem cells. Neural networks in AI. There was a disturbance of neural function.
Sack.
To remove or dismiss someone from a position or place. Noun, a large bag made of strong, rough material, such as burlap, that is used for storing or carrying things.
Examples:
sack an employee. A sleep sack. He was sacked from his job for stealing company property.
Individual.
A single person or thing, as distinct from a group.
Examples:
a private individual. Individual freedom. As an individual, he had the right to make his own decisions and live his life as he saw fit.
Interpret.
To explain or assign the meaning of information, actions, etc.
Examples:
interpret a graph. Interpret the question. Different people might interpret this news differently.
Population.
The total number of people in a country, region, or location.
Examples:
population change. Labor population. In just 4 years, the population has doubled.
Chemistry.
The branch of the natural sciences dealing with the composition of substances and their properties and reactions.
Examples:
professor of chemistry. The chemistry of soil. He is familiar with chemistry and biology.
Activate.
Make something start working, more active or dynamic.
Examples:
activate a receptor. Activate a motor. You must activate the software with a 16-digit key before you can use it.
Vibrate.
To move or cause anything to move fast and in small increments from side to side.
Examples:
Vibrate at a regular frequency. Vibrate with anger. During the flight, the wings of the plane vibrate.
Fuse.
A small part in an electrical device or machinery that can interrupt the flow of electrical current when it is overloaded. Verb, to become plastic or fluid or liquefied from heat.
Examples:
Fuse blows. Fuse with one another. He has a short fuse.
Blob.
A small amount or drop of a thick liquid or sticky substance.
Examples:
A big blob of yellow. A blob of jelly. A blob of ink fell on the floor.
Bunch.
A grouping of several similar things which are growing or fastened together.
Examples:
A bunch of trees. A bunch of schoolgirls. One bad apple spoils the whole bunch.
Fused.
Joined together or combined into one, blended or integrated in a way that creates a new entity.
Examples:
Fused glass. Fused bones. The fused wires in the electrical circuit caused a power outage.
Hybrid.
Composed of different elements or mixed characters.
Examples:
New hybrid system. An interspecific hybrid. The mule is a hybrid between a male donkey and a female horse.
Emergence.
The process or fact of coming into existence or becoming apparent.
Examples:
Emergence as a national leader. Re-emergence of rampant inflation. The emergence of a new virus can cause concern for public health.
Origin.
The first existence or beginning of something.
Examples:
Origin of all humankind. A manuscript of uncertain origin. There are various hypotheses concerning the origin of life.
Represent.
To speak, act, or be present on behalf of another person or group, to form or constitute.
Examples:
Represent by a diagram. The characters that represent numbers. We elected him to represent us at the international conference.
Accessible.
Capable of being reached, easily got, or seen.
Examples:
A town accessible by rail. Accessible to pity. He is an accessible and genial man.
Purity.
The state of being undiluted or unmixed with anything else, the state of being free from immorality, especially of a sexual nature.
Examples:
The degree of purity. High purity. Higher purity requires additional equipment and energy.
Compound.
An item composed of two or more distinct elements combined, a chemical formed by the combination of two or more elements.
Examples:
Aquatic compound. Harmful compound. Common salt is a sodium and chlorine compound.
Mixture.
A combination of different elements, substances, or entities, usually in non-uniform proportions, resulting in a homogeneous or heterogeneous blend of physical or chemical properties.
Examples:
Mixture of emotions. Perfect mixture. The paint was a mixture of different pigments to achieve the desired color.
Controllable.
Able to be controlled or directed.
Examples:
Computer controllable. Controllable aircraft. The new software is much more controllable and user-friendly.
Reaction.
A response that reveals a person's feelings or attitude. In chemistry, a process in which one or more substances are changed into others.
Examples:
Chemical reaction. Trigger a reaction. There was a chemical reaction of the lime with the groundwater.
Diverse.
Including numerous categories of individuals or entities, various.
Examples:
Diverse backgrounds. A person of diverse talents. New York is a city with a diverse ethnic population.
Primordial.
Existing from the beginning of time or the start of a particular process, relating to the earliest stage of the universe.
Examples:
Primordial forms of life. Primordial gas. The discovery of the primordial soup was a crucial step in understanding the origins of life on Earth.
Ooze.
To flow or seep out slowly, often in a thick, viscous manner, to exude or emit slowly and steadily.
Examples:
Ooze from the speakers. Ooze with confidence. The wound on his leg continued to ooze blood even after he applied pressure.
Characterize.
To describe the distinctive nature or features of someone or something. To be a distinguishing feature of.
Examples:
Characterize the relationship. Characterize his work. Their love of discovery and exploration often characterizes the adventurous spirit of the explorer.
Modern.
Of or belonging to the present time or recent times.
Examples:
Modern poetry. Pre-modern agricultural society. Their headquarters are in a modern skyscraper.
Tar.
A thick, sticky substance that is dark in color and is commonly used for road surfacing or as a material for roofing. A common byproduct of burning coal or wood.
Examples:
Tar residue. Tar component. The road workers spread tar over the cracks in the pavement to prevent water and ice from causing further damage.
Contrast.
To put in opposition, to show or emphasize differences.
Examples:
Contrast with a decade ago. Contrast two things. It's intriguing to compare and contrast the two authors.
Bond.
A close emotional connection between two or more people, a certificate of debt that a government or corporation issues to raise money.
Examples:
Bond as a family. Global bond market. They had formed a friendship bond.
Caramel.
A sweet, dark brown, sticky substance made by heating sugar or syrup until it melts and then cooling it quickly.
Examples:
Caramel candy. Caramel topping. The caramel sauce on the ice cream was the perfect finishing touch.
Unregulated.
Not subject to official rules, procedures, or oversight, not controlled or supervised by a governing authority or system.
Examples:
Unregulated market. Unregulated offshore fishing. Without regulations, the industry is unregulated and potentially dangerous.
Tarry.
To delay or linger in a place, to stay or remain longer than necessary, to procrastinate or be slow in leaving, to wait or wait for something. Adjective, referring to something that is like tar in consistency or color, or is smeared or covered with tar.
Examples:
Tarry road surface. Tarry over a decision. I decided to tarry a little longer at the beach and enjoy the sunset before heading home.
Junk.
Discarded or unused material or objects, often considered worthless or of little value, also used to describe cheap or poorly made items or food that is high in calories but lacking in nutrition.
Examples:
Junk mail. Hunk of junk. I need to clear out some of the junk in my garage.
Spot.
A particular location or place, a small round or roundish area, differing in color or feels from the surface around it.
Examples:
Beauty spot. A spot on his honor. This remote spot is rarely visited.
Lively.
Full of energy and activity, animated.
Examples:
Lively conversation. A lively song. The party was lively, filled with laughter and music.
Locate.
To specify or determine the exact position of someone or something.
Examples:
Locate a missing pet. Locate a tumor. The robot can accurately locate construction material.
Diffuse.
To reduce or eliminate the tension, anger, or hostility in a situation, especially a potentially explosive one, by calming, soothing, or pacifying those involved.
Examples:
Defuse a crisis. Defuse a bomb. The negotiator skillfully diffused the tense situation with calm words and gestures.
Energetic.
Possessing or exerting or displaying energy.
Examples:
Energetic density. Energetic dog. This process caused an energetic chemical reaction.
Messy.
Disorganized and untidy.
Examples:
Messy data. Messy handling. His messy bedroom is always a source of frustration for his mother.
Sterile.
Free from living microorganisms, especially bacteria, fungi, and viruses, incapable of reproducing.
Examples:
Sterile environment. A sterile man. Surgeons must use sterile instruments to prevent infection during an operation.
Define.
To state or explain precisely the nature, scope, or meaning of something.
Examples:
Define a word. Define my position. To advance this discussion, we must define success rigorously.
Broaden.
To make or become wider or more extensive, to make or become more tolerant or liberal.
Examples:
Broaden students' knowledge. Broaden their horizon. The company broadened its product line to include more customer options.
Weird.
Extraordinary, unexpected, or difficult to explain.
Examples:
A weird dress. The state of being weird. My computer has been acting weird recently.
Refer.
To direct someone's attention, thoughts, or questions to another source or person, to mention, cite, or allude to something as evidence or support.
Examples:
Refer to a book. Refer to a map. Please refer to the instruction manual for further assistance.
Nation.
A large organized community of people living in a particular country or region and having a particular culture.
Examples:
Nation state. A seafaring nation. The nation of Japan is known for its unique culture and advanced technology.
Council.
A group of people who have been elected or appointed to make decisions or give advice on a particular subject or in a particular place.
Examples:
Other council members. City council election. The city council voted to approve the new development project.
Statistics.
The discipline that concerns the collection, organization, analysis, interpretation, and presentation of data.
Examples.
Statistics for cancer. Official statistics. The statistics demonstrate that poverty and unemployment are genuine problems.
Wherein.
In or during which, in the place, time, or situation that.
Examples.
Progress to a level wherein. Wherein he is mistaken. The court ruled in favor of the plaintiff, wherein they were awarded damages for the defendant's negligence.
Universe.
Everything that exists, especially all physical matter, including planets, stars, galaxies, and all other forms of matter and energy.
Examples.
Theory of the universe. Expansion of the universe. The universe is about 13.8 billion years old.
Planet.
Any of the 9 large celestial bodies that circle in the solar system, any celestial body that revolves around a star.
Examples.
Planet like the Earth. Save the planet. Mercury is the closest planet to the Sun.
Recognize.
To acknowledge or realize something or someone, to identify, remember, or become aware of something that was previously known or encountered.
Examples.
Recognize talent. Recognize achievement. It's important to recognize your strengths and weaknesses.
Criteria.
Plural of criterion, standards, or conditions by which something may be judged or decided.
Examples.
Criteria for action. Consistency criteria. He didn't meet all the criteria, but he was hired anyway.
Equilibrium.
A state in which opposing forces or influences are balanced.
Examples.
Equilibrium point. Political equilibrium. The company struggled to maintain an equilibrium between its profits and social responsibilities.
Exploit.
To make full use of and gain an advantage from resources, opportunities, etc.
Examples.
Exploit a security hole. Exploit a valuable opportunity. We exploit our mining resources to strengthen our national power.
Shining.
Giving off or reflecting light, bright, glistening, or gleaming, characterized by impressive accomplishments or excellence.
Examples.
Shining star. Shining example. The shining sun reflected off the calm ocean water.
Photosynthesis.
The process through which plants and other organisms transform light energy into chemical energy, which is then released through cellular respiration to power the organism's activities.
Examples:
Oxygenic photosynthesis. Process of photosynthesis. In photosynthesis, plants use carbon dioxide to feed themselves.
Ecosystem.
All the plants and living creatures in an area and the way they affect each other and the environment.
Examples:
Marine ecosystem. Change the ecosystem. Human conservation efforts often fail unexpectedly because they disturb the balance of the ecosystem.
Secondly.
Used to introduce the second point or item in a list or series of statements, considerations, etc.
Examples:
Secondly connected. Secondly, it is important. Firstly, we will discuss the budget. Secondly, we will go over the schedule.
Solid.
Hard or firm, characterized by good substantial quality.
Examples:
Solid ally. Solid employment measures. The solid state of water is called ice.
Transform.
To change an outward structure or looks.
Examples:
Transform an education system. Transform heat into power. My father's death transformed my life completely.
Fundamental.
Forming an essential base or core from which everything else develops or is affected.
Examples:
Fundamental education. Fundamental rights. Human behavior has fundamental characteristics.
Existence.
The state or fact of someone or something existing.
Examples:
The biggest tree in existence. The struggle for existence. He was an atheist and therefore did not believe in the existence of heaven or hell.